Square plate of mass m and length L and HL is shown in the figure. The moment of inertia of the plate about the axis in the plane of the plate passing through one of its vertex making an angle 15 degree with the horizontal will be equal to. Now if I draw a larger diagram of the same, the diagram will look somewhat like this. Let this be the center O. The moment of inertia of the square plate or a rectangular plate about its center and perpendicular to its axis, okay. Let this be the x axis and let this be the y axis for the time being. So the moment of inertia I am finding it around the center about z, it is given by m by 12 into L square plus b square over here, okay. Since it is a square plate, all the sides are both the sides are L, so basically it will be equal to ml square divided by 6. It will be equal to L square plus L square, which is equal to 2L square. So this will be equal to ml square divided by 6, okay. So now since this is equal to ml square divided by 6, it is about a z axis. Now Ix will be equal Ix plus Iy will be equal to Iz. In the square plate, in case of a square plate, it will be equal to 2Ix, that is along both the Ix and Iy it will remain same. We have to find out the moment of inertia about this axis, okay, making an angle 15 degree with one of its edge. So for that what we do is we take a x axis somewhere over here, okay, we change the x axis, let this be equal to x dash, okay. So and let the perpendicular to it, let it be equal to y dash, which will pass somewhat like this, okay. This is x dash and let this be equal to y dash. So over here we have to change the equation a little bit, it will be equal to I x dash plus I y dash. So basically it will be equal to 2 times x dash, okay. Now both of them will make an angle, both of them will be perpendicular to each other. Now over here let us find out Ix and Iy over here, okay. This will make an angle 15 degree with the original x axis, okay. The x dash will make an angle 15 degree with the original x axis. Now I can clearly say that from this equation Ix dash will be equal to Iz divided by 2. So basically it will be equal to ml square divided by 12, okay. In order to find out the moment of inertia about this axis, okay, let this the axis be equal to a dash, we have to find out the moment of inertia about this axis. We will use the parallel axis theorem. In order to get the parallel axis theorem, we want the perpendicular distance between them, okay. We want the perpendicular distance between them. So this perpendicular distance over here will be equal to, in order to get this perpendicular distance, this distance, okay, let me name this point as P and Q. This distance over here will be equal to L by root 2. This distance over here will be equal to L by root 2, okay. Now this is not the perpendicular distance, the actual perpendicular distance will lie somewhere over here. This becomes the actual perpendicular distance, okay. So we have to find out the angle over here, this is L by root 2, this PQ is L by root 2, we have to find out the distance PR, okay. We have to find out the distance PR, okay. Now over here this angle will be equal to this perpendicular distance, since it is equal to 90 degree over here, it will be equal to L by root 2 cos theta, okay. If I take this angle as theta, it will be equal to, the perpendicular distance over here will be equal to L by root 2 cos theta, and theta over here by symmetry it will be equal to, by the geometry it will be equal to 30 degree. So basically the perpendicular distance over here will be equal to L by root 2 cos 30, which is equal to, this is equal to root 3 divided by 2. So basically it will be equal to root 3 L divided by 2 root 2, okay. Now this is the perpendicular distance between both the axes. So by applying the parallel axis theorem, I will be equal to ml square divided by 12 plus root 3 square will be equal to 3, L square divided by 4 into 2, which is equal to 8, okay, 4 into 2 which is equal to 8. Now the LCM over here is equal to 24, it will be equal to ml square. On the left hand side it will be equal to 2 plus this will be multiplied, on the left hand side it will be multiplied by 3 and this by 2. So basically you will get the answer, over here. The answer will be equal to, the answer over here will be equal to 11 ml square by 24, which is equal to option number B.